Maybe properties do their own business.
Simplify that. Everybody don't understand your vernacular right now. Break it down.
Entrepreneur.
She do her own thing.
Entrepreneur is a person that takes control of their own life.
Yeah. Okay. Or own their own business.
On
Okay.
their own business.
So our guest speaker today is Miss Precious Mathis, who's an entrepreneur. Met her through a telephone call, and she said, "Hey, I talk to students. I work with matter of fact students over at another high school." I said, "Well, you're just the person we need to have come and talk to our students, because a lot of our students don't understand financial money management. Like I said yesterday, some of us go to the ATM machine and try to get something out. Well, there ain't nothing in there. You can't get anything out, right? You got to put something in." Or, as someone asked me yesterday, "Well, Sergeant Milton, if someone does some work for someone and they write you a check and that check bounces, can you get your money?" I said, "Well, maybe, but chances of you getting it are probably slim to none. And it would probably cost you more to go to small claims court to sue that person to get your $25 or $30 back than it was if that's what that person owed you." So Ms. Mathis is going to talk to you today. Somebody already said she's mean. She ain't mean. She just letting you know she's in control. I like that. And I try to bring in various speakers to Colonel and I to let you guys see what's out there and what's available. She also has a mentee with her today. Okay? Her mentee is a graduate of Godby High School. I'm not going to say what year or anything. Some of you may know her, may have seen her. Okay? Today was my first time meeting her. But she has a mentee with her. And what's a mentee? We should all know what that is. Okay? She's basically training her and advising her as she matriculates through life in whatever profession that she's in. Okay? So without further ado, Miss Precious Mathis, let's give our guest speaker a hand. As far as our classes, you all need to be taking notes. You need to be taking notes of our guest speaker. There will be an exam. Because it's the truth every time.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to get it.
I said hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, so how are we doing today? Good. I am Precious Mathis, owner and CEO of T. Mathis and Associates. Today, I'm going to take some time out to talk to you guys about success. So, I know every Tuesday we dress up for success, right? So that's embedded in our head that Tuesday is just for success, right? So, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with these two students here. What's the problem? You guys took the time out to dress for success, right? I did.
I did.
Where? Take your jacket off for me for a moment. Take your jacket off for me for a moment. Even if you decided that you were going to dress for success,
I did.
and
Dress
you put
for
on the
success.
shoes,
It's
but
just
you
like-
not dressed, that's not dressing for success.
Yeah.
No. That's, come here. Don't let me. Right there. Put your jacket down. Put your jacket down for me for a moment. Put your jacket down. Take your purse off.
Oh my goodness.
How close are you? I'm not even going to talk about your shoes because you keep on saying, "I don't have my shoe."
I have my shoes.
Well, they're not on. But that's your excuse why you don't look like you dress for success. And I want you to understand that even if you had those shoes on, you're not there. So I want you to take a look at her and understand this is a presentation for dressing for success. Saying I got my mind on my prize. This is, I haven't got it quite yet. Can you help me out? What is really dressing for success? You may very well feel like you are, but you're not. I'm telling you this. Okay? Take a seat. Young man, what's your problem? You even have on your uniform, but you don't even have on a belt. And I guess you forgot the comb this morning. You don't have a comb at home? You lost it. You have a cell phone? Huh? Not on you, but you have one, right? So if you lost that cell phone, you're going to go tell your mom I lost my cell phone, right? So what happened to the comb? You ain't going to get another one yet. But if that was that cell phone, you would have had another one in 30 minutes. You need to get yourself together real quick. What grade are you in? 9. You starting on the wrong track, honey. Get it together. You better look at your classmates and get yourself together. Going on. All right. So, today we're going to talk about success. How many of you guys want to be successful? I'm sure you all do. How many of you know how to get there? Very few. Figured that. That's fine. I'm going to show you how to get to success. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. And then when you get to success, it's going to get harder. It's true when they say more money, more problems. That wasn't the tale. That was the truth. What is success? Somebody tell me what is success? Yours not working. It's not working, but I don't need it. What is success? Who can tell me what is success?
Achieving your most dreams.
Achieving your dreams. Yeah, that's true. Anybody else? What's success? Excelling in life. So if I was to ask you a question, and I want you to answer, do you think I'm successful? Good answer. But do you think I'm successful? If you think I'm successful, raise your hand. If you think I don't think I'm successful, raise your hand. No, I'm not successful. Many people say I am. When they see me, they're so proud. Oh, you're so successful. I'm glad you're doing all these different things. But I say, I'm not successful. They still killing my kids. They dropping out. They're not finishing school. They shooting each other. Girls walking around having babies at 16. But I'm successful. No, I had a problem and I haven't fixed it yet. So I'm not successful until you guys become successful. So it's up to you guys if I have to become successful. So they ask this question a lot. How do you obtain success? Well, the first thing you gotta do is be focused. How many of you focus on your goal? How many have a goal? Okay? It's good. How many of you know how to achieve that goal? All the steps. Because the first thing you need to do in success is be focused. Then you have to have a plan. When I was a young girl, my goal was to go to college. I figured that if you go to college, you become successful. I wasn't privileged like most of you. I came from Miami, Florida. Grew up in the projects. Mom was on Section 8. We got food stamps. My mom had 6 kids. We didn't talk about college. Nobody went to college in my family. But I knew education was important to be successful. I don't care what you're doing. You have to be educated. You have to know what you're doing. So I knew I had to go to college. Didn't know how I was going to get there. But I knew when that time came, I needed to be prepared. So all through high school, I made sure I made good grades. I was an athlete. I made sure I stayed focused. I was respectful to people because they needed to help me because my mom wasn't going to help me. How many of you got a mom and a dad in your house? And they're helping you? How many of you got supportive parents? So you're not doing it by yourself, right? Guess what I had to do by myself? My parents didn't bring me to college. But I had a plan. And that plan was to be successful. So when I got that letter in the mail from FAMU and they said you were accepted, I said, well, I had to get there. And I asked my mom where she's going to take me. She said, well, you better find me some money or then I'll take you. I wasn't even 18 yet. Never worked a day in my life. How was I going to get her some money to take me to college? So I got a job. That summer. After high school. Saved my little coins up. And I got on that bus called the Greyhound. With a bag and a ticket. And a letter from FAMU. And I enrolled in school. Why? Because I had a plan. You see that book that young lady had right there, that ACT? You better make it your best friend. The SAT, make it your best friend. Learn everything you can in there. Get a high score. So guess what? It pays to be educated. They pay you to go to college. And when you're finished, you're already 5 steps ahead of most people to becoming successful. So when these teachers tell you, study, 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 but you don't want to study, but you're getting F's, and you're saying, why am I keep getting F's? You got to pick up that book and read it. It collected dust, but your phone didn't, Facebook didn't, your friends didn't. And sometimes, the funny thing about a lot of y'all following y'all friends, but your friends doing their work. So by the time you guys become seniors, your homegirl that you was following all that whole time, she was doing her thing. So she going to college. And you barely making it. But that's your friend. So be careful who you associate yourself with. Another thing, you have to ignore doubts. A lot of times, when you're trying to do something in life, everybody's not going to agree with you. Everybody's not going to want to hear what you have to say. But you better let that go in one ear and let it go out the other. Because there's a lot of times I hear students say, my teacher said I'm not going to be anything. And I say, well, what did you say? I told her she's nothing. That's the wrong answer. You say thank you. And you prove them wrong by your actions. Not with your mouth, not with your sassiness. Say thank you. And you do what you have to do to show them, I will be successful. I will succeed. No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not dumb. It's simple to take the instructions and follow them and do them. If you're supposed to dress for success on Tuesday, why aren't you doing it? What's so hard about that? Huh? What's so hard about not dressing up on Tuesday, young man that's picking his finger? You're still not focused. You guys gonna have a problem with that one. Talked about have a plan. It's important to know your limits. How many of you in here believe you can do anything? I do. I believe I can do anything. But how many of you believe you can do everything? Because you can't. You can't do everything. I'm an accountant. I can be an accountant. I can do taxes. I can do bookkeeping. Do financial planning. I'm not an engineer. So if I need any type of engineer work done, I need to find an engineer. So the way the world works is everybody needs to be diverse. Everyone can't be doing the same thing. Because if all of us are doing the same thing, there's no room for me, you, her. So we need doctors and lawyers and teachers, engineers, entertainers. We need them. But you can't be a doctor and then you want to be a rapper at the same time. Just don't mix. You pick a side. But the key is being educated. Do you think education is important? You make pretty good grades? You don't know. Why you don't know what grades you... If don't nobody know how good your grades are, you should know. What grade you? You in the 12? And you don't know if you make pretty good grades. So all the way from... So what's your GPA? You don't know that. Okay. What's your plans after high school? Okay, you gonna go to college. What you gonna do? See? You see? This is why I ask these questions, because everybody say, I want to be successful. Cool. Yeah. Everybody want to be successful. If it was that easy, we'd all be successful. But you're in the 12th grade. 12th grade. Say you want to college. You don't know what you're going to go to college for. So when you get there, you're going to go to physical therapy. Okay? We're getting somewhere. So what you got to do to become a physical therapist? A lot like what? Look, I'm an accountant. When I went to school, I originally wanted to be a pharmacist. So I enrolled in the best pharmacy school, which was FAMU. And I knew it was going to take me 6 years. And I had to study hard and study long because after that second year, I had to put that application in, and I better have gotten in or I'm going to be pushed back from 6 years to probably 8. And I ain't have time for that. After my second year in pharmacy school, I decided I don't want to do this. I don't want to be pushing pills. Nothing wrong with that, but that just wasn't for me. Wasn't my passion. So I decided I'm going to be a businesswoman. And I'm going to major in accounting. Did I know everything that had to be done to become an accountant at that first thought? I didn't. So I had to do some research. Found out you got to go to a 4-year business school. Then after that 4-year business school, you have to take extra classes to sit for the CPA if you want to be a certified public accountant. Then, after you took those classes, you had to apply to be eligible to sit. Then the state of Florida said, yay or nay, you are qualified to take this exam. So I took those steps. I went to a 4-year business school. I obtained the extra courses. I am now eligible to sit for the CPA. I will be finishing my master's degree in April. And then I'll be studying for my CPA that I'm now qualified to sit for. Because that was all part of my plan, and I knew where I was going, and I wasn't wasting my time and nobody's money to tell them, yeah, I'm just going to college, but I don't know what I want to do. Don't just be throwing stuff to me out of the air. I'm going to be a physical therapist. Do you even know what they do? Do you even know what is required to become a physical therapist? No. Now, that's your job today. Find out. Because you'll be graduating soon. Know your plan. See? She don't even know her plans. So she don't even really know she can really be a physical therapist. But the thing about it is you have to know your limits. You can't do everything. She can't be a physical therapist and then talk about she wanted to be in business school with me too. Don't work like that. You have to stay focused on your plan and do what you're trying to do to become successful. But right now, you're a little bit behind, so I need you to catch up. Visualize your goals. Like I said before, as a young girl, mama didn't have that much. Grew up pretty early, so I became very, very focused early. I knew I had to be successful. I knew my mom had 6 kids, several different men, failed marriages, didn't own anything, barely making it. And I told myself, I ain't doing that. 1, I ain't being nobody's baby mama. 2, I'm going to own something. I'm going to be somebody. My name will be remembered for good and not foolishness. So I started to take those steps. And every day I visualized becoming successful. And I kept telling myself, when I get 18, I'm going to change my environment. When I get 18, I'm going to school. Because those people are educated. And I want to go to a black school. But people look like me. But they got sense. And everything ain't I don't know. I can't do that. Girl, what a next party. No, what a next study hall at. So we become these physical therapists that we're trying to become. Keep your mind on your plan, because right now I don't know where it is. I need you to get it on your plan. Bet you know the new hottest song that's out there. Or the next party that y'all gonna have for senior year. We talked about ignoring the doubts. Embrace positivity. I know sometimes y'all say, oh, she's so mean. No, I'm not mean. I'm an adult. I'm not your friend. So don't ever get it twisted. I may be short, but I'm not your friend. And I don't owe kids anything. So I'm not here to act like I'm your friend and I want you to call me, girl. No, only time you need to call me is when you need some advice or some information or you need to get somewhere. I'm not your friend. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Real friends tell you the truth. I'm not gonna hit you with a lie. When you messing up, you messing up. Take accountability for it. There's no way you should be in the 12th grade and you don't have your plan and getting ready to go off to college. When I was a senior, I knew where I was going. FAMU. Pharmacy school. I knew when orientation was going to be, and I knew when next year's school year started. But you don't know none of that, huh? How many college applications you put in? None! I want you to think about that. But she have a plan, right? How she have a plan to go to college? She's a senior. She haven't even put any college applications in. Have you taken that ACT? Good. What about the SAT? You're not taking it. You might want to reconsider. You might want to take both of them. Pay attention. She's behind. Understand fear. How many of y'all think I was afraid when I got on that Greyhound bus by myself with that bag? I was so afraid. I didn't even realize I had gotten on the bus with a bunch of convicts. You know they let the people that come out of jail ride on the bus with you. They get them a little $50 bus ticket. So here I am, this 18-year-old, 4'9" little girl, trying to get from Miami to Tallahassee on a Greyhound bus with a bunch of men that just got out of prison. Yeah, I was scared. And started telling that man, just let me off. But I said, no, God, cover me and just get me to where I need to get to because, man, you got somewhere for me to be. And I have something to do. So it's all right to be afraid. But you deal with that fear. And you understand that you're on a mission. And you got to get over them hurdles. Every last one of them. Even if you bruise your knee on one of them. Get over it. Fall, get back up again. It's okay to be a little afraid. We're all going to be afraid. But you got to keep moving on. You got to keep moving on, but you got to keep that plan in your head. Keep visualizing it. Pay attention to it. The next thing I like to talk about is taking action. She can say she want to be a physical therapist all her life. But she would never become that physical therapist if she don't take those proper steps. I could never become an accountant if I didn't take those proper steps. And not just take the steps, do great in the steps. Don't be mediocre. If you're going to do it, baby, you got to do it. And I know you're probably a little uncomfortable, because you probably don't hear this a lot. But you're a little lost. You need to catch up to speed because you're a senior. You're not a ninth grader. So y'all pay attention to what y'all want to pay attention to, and half of that stuff is foolishness. But you don't realize you have to grow up. Bills have to be paid. And if you don't be responsible, you're going to keep wanting to be successful. Because you're not focused right now. You just go on with the motion. How often do you study for the ACT? But you want to pass that test, right? So how you going to pass it? You know you will. You're just going to pass it. So you know all the root words, Greek words, all that stuff. You know, all that stuff. Make sure you give me her name because I want to see her scores and make sure she passed to the top. Because she says she's ready. Because she's not going to crack that book. Because she got it. So we're going to make sure you have it, right? Okay? So we taking action. I took action to go to college, finish, get a higher education, open up my own company, work for the state of Florida Public Commissioners. I do. I took action. Do you know, I work for the state of Florida and I also run my own company, but I'm the only woman in there. Only black woman. With all these commissioners, big white men, Powerful people. They thought I was going to be scared because I was a woman and I was black and I was short. No, but I'm educated. So I don't have a problem holding my head up high. I see a lot of y'all walking around here. This is how y'all walk. Hold your head up. What you looking at? You don't have no pride in yourself? But y'all can get loud when the next Nicki Minaj song come on and act like y'all don't have no sense. But if one of these teachers got up and asked y'all a question about something in y'all book, everybody's saying, oh, I forgot. So what happens if your mom or your dad forget to pay the light bill? Or put food in the refrigerator? Is that okay? Or forget to pay the mortgage? Is that okay? Is it okay? Mm-mm. See? And you don't like to do it. Because you be hungry, right? You mad. You want to punish us, right? And y'all job not even that hard. Because guess what? For us to do all of that, we got to work hard every single day to make sure those things can stay on. Well, guess what? All we ask you guys to do, all they ask you guys to do is come to school, pay attention, get the lecture, use it, apply it, and keep moving. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to do what y'all want to do, but then y'all get mad at us come 10 years and say, nobody told me. Really? Oh, I told you. You decided you didn't want to listen to that because Susan knew more than I did. Because your homegirl said, girl, I don't have to take them steps because you can do it this way and it's going to come out the same way. Believe that lie if you want to. Don't reinvent the wheel if it ain't broke. If the steps are already laid out for you, you need to follow them. When they're telling you to do certain things in a certain order, like he was saying about, what was the line?
Gig line.
The gig line. That's simple. I learned something new. I know mine gonna walk out with the gig line because that's a new hit for me. You got your gig line on? But he should probably already know that because his uncle wears his gig line very well. But I didn't know that was called a gig line, but that's a nice catch. I like the gig line. Some of y'all don't have y'all gig line because y'all just put y'all clothes on and look a mess. You, honestly, I'm going to tell you something. You look a mess. If you think you look good, I might need to bring you my mirror out my purse because you need to do something with that. If I had a daughter and she brought you home, I would have said, don't ever bring that buster back to my house. Because that's what you look like. And you can't sit at my table. Because I don't want to hear nothing that's going to come out your mouth. And you can be very intelligent, but you look like a fool. And that's part of taking action. Don't come asking nobody for something and you looking like a bum. And you mad because they say, no, I'm not going to hire you. But why you ain't going to hire me? I got this. Because you look stupid. And you're not going to be coming over here messing up my brain. I don't want to be associated with you. And y'all don't like people to say that type of stuff to y'all. But y'all say about other people, but you forget to turn around and look in the mirror and say, whoa, wait a minute, I look stupid too. You need to learn how to comb your hair. And it's really bothering me that you got up this morning and thought you looked